I can't believe Two Rivers is gone. It was home. The people there were the only family I've known. And now, they're all gone.
I understand, Dawnstar, but the path you're on may lead to even darker places. You must prepare yourself.
I don't want to think like that. We will set things right. We have to.
Returning your friends was never an option, but there are a great many more things that you can lose.
Nara earphonea wonu kanawa ofa ear kanawa wonu.
Mother and I are getting out of this town. If you have any sense, you'll do the same.
Akwakwak wo sosonia sonophonia sisaya nauko. Sisaya efogoso no koso ayeria. Saya kanoa fwanuir.
It's sure to be more exciting than this dead place.
Konio kioia kawaya wo kawaya watita osia kwanif mipawia. Pia uksaya sinini sisaya rusta atapafawir sumpuno ko suir toerok. Ukir neko sise sayer wosayer nifuir. Sisaya efogoso no koso ayeria. Saya kanoa fwanuir. Uyowe apafawa ye sisiya sisito to. Uyer wakwak finir siya. Akwakwak wo sosonia sonophonia sisaya nauko. Wo tawa ye kupia kawia nakawia ipduki.
The pirates are Gao the Greater's men. He has holdings near here, and access to quite a lot of flyers, as you've seen.
Pierre uksayer sinini sisayer rusta atapafawer sumhuno ko suir toerok. Sisayer ifo boso no koso ayeria. Sayer kanoa fwaranuer. Pawoyer astir wo sayer if a sayer wa kawi sheer. Ukir neko sise sayer wo sayer ni fuyer. No ni wo sayer tar wo wir igni saro konkna. Pawoyer astir wo sayer wo tawa yer kupia kawia nakawia iptuki. Wo nipi yer uksayer si sini nisayer husta, wo ifu yer uksunuk nokawayer. Noni wo sayer tar wo wir ignisaro konkna. Wo yo wer apafawa yer sisi yer sisi tuito. Koni o kiowe kawaye o kawaye watita osia kwani nipawi.
Out of our way, woman. In this town, we don't step aside for you. You step aside for us.
The peasants of this village may cower before you, but I do not. If you are smart, you will apologize for your behavior and walk away.
Don't tell me what to do. You think I won't hit a woman? You have to learn your place. This whole town has to learn its place. What are you looking at? This doesn't concern you. Time to teach you all a lesson.
Stop! Legendary strike.
Hui, what are you doing here?
It's been a long time, Zhu. I haven't seen you since that night. I did as you asked. The child is safe. I made sure of that.
I know. After we spoke, I followed you. I wanted to be sure she was given a good home. You did well, Hui. Hui and I knew each other long ago. She was a soldier and I needed her help. There was a child, an orphan. I knew Hui could find a good home for her. She was just a girl. Her parents were dead. I couldn't look after her, and I knew Hui by reputation, and knew she would find a good home for her. She's safe. That's all you need to know. She doesn't concern you. Besides, we don't have time to worry about something that happened almost 20 years ago.
Yes, those are old worries. Thank you for your actions today. Even if these men were no real threat, just simple sailors frustrated at the shallow river that holds them here. There are pirates in the area, and they pose a far greater danger. You will likely encounter them, especially if you are the one I am waiting for. As Sagacious Zhu mentioned, my name is Hui. Tell me, young woman, what is your master's name? I have waited here many years for the arrival of one special fighter. Your master, Sun Li, bid me to wait until you, his protege, came seeking information.
So it's true. Master Li really is the Emperor's brother. I wish I had known.
He is gone, isn't he? Taken by the Lotus assassins just as he thought. He knew they were always searching. They are right to fear him and his legacy. The glorious strategist was certain the path to the Imperial City would bring you here. He was also very specific about how I present my information to you. You must be ready. I served under Sun Li and was one of a few soldiers he trusted enough to contact after Dirge fell. Li knew the events there would have great consequences. He told me of the weeks-long siege and how spirit monks were slaughtered so his brother could take their temple. It was madness. The Emperor killed the water dragon itself.
The water dragon. The shepherd of the dead, a goddess of rebirth. To try and steal her power, to even think it could be attempted. Has any mortal ever shown such arrogance?
There are many beings that exist beyond our experience. The heavens are governed by a celestial bureaucracy. Each facet of existence is managed by a specialized attendant. Most appear to have little influence, but some, like the water dragon, have a portfolio that grants exceptional status. She was said to have governance over the Great Wheel. She was not a maker, but all life that ended passed her gaze before returning to the earth in another form. Sun Hai sought rebirth for his empire at the cost of the natural order. Her body was taken to the palace as a grim trophy of the power that ended the long drought. All the while, the people hailed the Emperor as a hero, ignorant of the price. Even a god is not invincible. They have their place and it can be challenged. Sun Li could not stop the slaughter of the spirit monks. He fled the battle with you in his arms. Most believe Sun Li fell at Dirge, a lie spread by the Emperor. A handful of us knew that he lived, and we also learned the terrible price of his rebellion. Li's wife was with child, his daughter born in the Imperial Palace while he was at Dirge. He never saw her. Within weeks of the siege, the Emperor had Li's family executed.
Executed. Murdered. The Lotus assassins were to cut them down. A mother and newborn child. I have no doubt that order came from Death's Hand himself.
He probably didn't think his family would be harmed, but even had he known, he might still have saved you. Li knows you have a destiny to fulfill. You're the last of your kind. The natural order has been disrupted. There is much to say, but first I was instructed to impart some very specific knowledge. Your master was very clear. It is time to continue your training, and I am honored to add to the basics that Sun Li instilled. A brief description should reinforce the style you saw me use. Certain lessons had to be withheld until you were ready for the attention they will bring. Sun Li taught me so that I would teach you. I must train you in Spirit Thief. Magic and weapons tire you. Draw on them too much and you could be left defenseless. Spirit Thief restores your chi, prolonging your ability to fight or ignore wounds. It is especially useful when enemies are immune to basic martial attacks, when you must use magic or weapons. It can even immobilize a foe, allowing time to recover even more. This short lesson should be enough for now. Come speak with me in the tea house. We will talk of your master and more.
Please, please excuse me. I know I shouldn't be crying in public like this, but I just can't help it. Please, I'm just a humble woman. My name is Seamstress Lawn, and I have a problem I don't know how to solve. I thought you could help, but I was afraid to speak to you. It's my fiancé, Baker Bay. Every day a group of thugs attacks him and beats him up. He tries to avoid them, but they find him wherever he goes. The beatings are getting worse. I'm terrified they're going to kill him. After I saw you take on those sailors, I thought, well, I knew you'd understand being a woman. Thank you, my lady. If our firstborn is a girl, she shall have your name. Bay is down at Beggar's Pier right now in the southeast corner of town. If you hurry, you can probably get there before the thugs attack him today. Did you go down to Beggar's Pier? Did you find my fiancé, Baker Bay? He's not dead, is he? Bay is down at Beggar's...
You really shouldn't be here. Mr. Jade is not like others to observe him working.
Life seems normal enough here. You could almost ignore all that has happened.
This is bad. Oh, this is bad. River dried up, pirates everywhere. This is worse than the long drought. Get on with your day, youngster. We're just passing. Pretty.
Wo afawer sun urk fonir uk. Uxier safit kup wasarkir.
Put that sword back, lout! Surely there was never a minister as unlucky as Minister Shane to suffer such insolence.
Koni onu tashika wheel fonil sataraponi?
And still poor Minister Shane suffers the insults of tradesmen who know nothing of justice. Where would I put the lout? My jail has been burned to the ground, along with my office, I might add. I have no place to put thieves, so stop questioning your betters.
Lord Yun has put out a call for aid. Will none of you answer?
Yukut ni kunk uno sa ison kunoka ugyorir.
Are you getting...
Ikirnik tine piru, uiperek ukson puno.
You taught me much, Jian, but the most valuable lessons were learning where you were wrong. 17th square of the Lion, if you please.
Wotowir ukawana ir usuana da hoki. Yato unanapadi iruvir.
You are being rude, Jian. We have a guest. Let us place the game on hold a moment.
Tawi ir kawana ir sunir ibuki. Wanakapir sari awaf, van sier suorufus isinosaurus usuno.
Surely you know of Yi, the capturing game? Played on a board of 19 rows and columns, the black and white pieces capture territory for their player.
Ikirnik tine piru, uiperek ukson puno. Uki fakania, ni ukoristo wipa.
Do not be so hasty, Jian. You did not turn me aside all those years ago.
Nararo, na pirapirni, ni takatashi.
Jian the Iron Fist isn't honestly going to let this one walk away, is he? If you don't say anything, then I will, you old goat.
Sisair pawaro, tikotro tuaso.
I too see strength, but also the capacity for understanding the world and your place in it. You could prove an interesting pupil.
Ipanar nuko iwa ir, nikasanaria, iruro ninua sa irkana.
He would like nothing more than to have you as a student. But show me that you walk the way of the open palm, and I will teach you the mysteries of Stone Immortal.
Both Tempest and Stone Immortal are very sensitive to your temperament. Harmony.
Usair kokonato, tanatnia, katanano, shafatoyo, kokonato siir ipanoneniku. Osensu kokopir fuku. Yukut ni kunk uno sa ison, nararo, na pirapirni, niktak.
It did not prove so weak when we clashed, Jian.
No you wakitsu so iroko wa shuosi. Shisairi would between Nirton.
Always a pleasure to talk to another warrior. My game of Yi with Jian can wait a moment. What can I do for you? You have some understanding of the way of the open palm, but Stone Immortal is not easily taught. Return to me when you feel you understand the way of the open palm. When you feel...
I still believe in the Emperor. He'll look after us.
This here's a private club. You can't. Just move along. You have a nice day now.
We ought to form a guild. Everyone else has them, why not us?
The fisherman's life is a hard one. Don't let anyone tell you different. Ghosts bring wind. Wind is no friend to a river fisherman, I can tell you that.
Did you go down? Bay is down at Beggar's Pier right now in the southeast corner of town.
Hey, Baker Bay. How are you today?
Go away! I told you I want no part of this. Tell Eiling to leave me alone.
If you want to tell Eiling something, go tell her yourself. In the meantime, we have our orders. Nothing personal.
It's a little personal with me.
I like sticking your face in the gutter. Hold on a sec. We've got company. You're a little too interested in our business, friend. Looks like we gotta teach you to back off when Eiling's boys are working.
Legendary strike. Meet your end.
Can you believe that these thugs would just attack me in broad daylight like that? They might have killed me if you hadn't stepped in. Thank you. I never expected such help from a stranger. You spoke to Lan? Humiliating. My fiancé must have told you I can't protect myself. The woman I love doesn't have faith in me? Oh, the shame. Never live this down. Yes, right, of course. I suppose I can't fault Lan for being worried about me. I didn't mean to sound ungrateful. I'm just worried about Lan. She's very emotional. I've done my best to try and keep her from becoming involved in this. Those thugs are acting on Eiling's orders. She's the head of their gang. They have a small hideout in the boathouse. Eiling and I were friends when we were children, but we drifted apart as we grew up. She fell in with some rough people, as you've already seen. Ever since I got engaged, Eiling has become obsessed with me. Every day she sends her thugs to beat me up. She says she won't stop until I go talk to her. She's obviously crazy. I've done nothing to her. We haven't even spoken in years. If I go to her hideout to talk to her, I'm afraid that I'll never come out. At least the beatings on the street are out in public. They won't kill me in front of witnesses. Well, not on purpose anyway. No. Lan's very emotional. I didn't want her to get upset. At first, I didn't tell her anything at all. But I couldn't hide my bruises forever. So I told her about the beatings. But even then, I didn't mention Eiling. It's bad enough what's happening to me. I was afraid if Lan became more involved, Eiling might hurt her too. I'm being completely honest, I swear. I know how this looks. You must think I've done something to deserve this, but I have no idea why Eiling is after me. Thank you so much. Eiling and her thugs are in the boathouse. Please just ask her to leave me alone. All we want is to live our lives in peace.
Even a village as small as this has a place to hide its undesirables.
You ever seen a ghost? My parents are ghosts now. I ain't never seen them, though.
Stop right there! I gave you 2 extra duty. Get back to that galley and start cleaning.
We don't have to listen to you, Ing. You're a captain without a ship. She's nothing but a landlocked house now.
I will discover a way to free this ship. Until then, you'd better follow orders.
I've had enough of you and your orders.
Now get back in that ship! I'm your captain, understand?
You're still the captain, for now. But if you don't get us out of this town soon, you're going to have a mutiny on your hands. Then we'll see what's what.
If you've come to complain about my men, I don't want to hear it. When Minister Sheng gets the Great Dam closed, we'll be happy to leave. Until then, we're stuck here. I'm Captain Ing. This is my ship, the Lucky Knight. She's a fine vessel, or was. But now that the Great Dam is open, Lucky Knight is stranded here along with me and my men. We're sailors. We don't belong on land. If we could just get our ship back on the water, everything would be fine. But that won't happen until someone finds a way to close the dam. The moment I saw you, I knew you were the fearless sort. I hoped you would offer to help. It shames me to need the help of a stranger.
Must be something in the way you carry yourself. Everywhere we go, people ask you to do dangerous things. Remind me not to go anywhere with you.
I'm not a rich man, but my reputation, my ship, and my men are worth everything I can give. Close the dam and free us, and I'll give you all the silver I have. You won't get too far if you don't speak to Minister Sheng first. The dam is located in the ruins, but a pair of massive gates blocks the way. Only Sheng has the key. He's in the town square. You'll see him standing in front of a cart. Just don't ask him about the burned-out building nearby.
I sense an embarrassing story. I can't wait to find out what happened.
It really isn't important. Just get that key from him and close the Great Dam. Good luck. I'm not used to needing help from others. It's hard for me to say this, but thank you.
If one more of these villagers sneers at me, I'm going to start punching.
Hello there, stranger. I haven't spotted you around Tian's Landing before. You've come at a bad time, what with the dam being open and all. Regardless, it's good to meet you. I'm Darting Lynx, the acrobat. Unfortunately, I'm not putting any shows on in Tian's Landing, if that's why you're here. You know, feats of balance and precision, delicate routines to shock and amaze. Whatever brings some silver, really. I travel around the countryside putting on acts and sometimes teaching people a few tricks. Hey, now that I think of it, you're a warrior, right? I may not be putting on any shows here, but I could teach you a few techniques to improve your balance and speed if you're interested. At least you'll be easy to teach. I don't know if you've ever tried to teach a man balance, but it's no simple task. You'd think we'd be the ones having a hard time. I swear, if men had breasts, they wouldn't be able to walk straight, let alone hold a handstand. You, of all people, must be able to sympathize. Nothing we can't overcome. Let's see what I can teach you.
Finally! Someone stronger than these cowed peasants. This town disgusts me. I am Scholar Six Heavens, and I need someone who possesses great strength and skill. What I do not need, however, is someone who walks the way of the open palm. I can read in every movement that you would protect the weak and coddle the poor. They must protect themselves. You see? Your every action and each word tells me that you are not the person I need. If I can see by your actions that you understand the way of the closed fist, I promise to make it worth your while. Otherwise, I will not waste any more time with you. You! I have no time for those who do not understand strength. Return when your actions tell me that you follow the...
It's no fun being trapped in this town. We don't know nobody, we ain't seen our families in months, and now we're stuck here. That'd drive anyone to drink. Okay then.
This here's a private club. Members only. Why didn't you say so in the first place? Go on in. They'll unlock the door for you.
Be careful. Trust no one in this place. We are a long way from your idyllic little village.
So, I hear you helped out Baker Bay today. Gave my boys a bit of a lesson, didn't you? They took it pretty hard. Even after all the beatings I gave them over the years, they still aren't used to losing to a girl. Maybe the humiliation will be good for them. Everyone thinks that Bay and that little seamstress make such a nice couple. But Bay already promised to marry me. I know what you're thinking. Why would Bay want to marry someone like me? I may not be a delicate little flower like Lon, but I don't want to run this gang forever. Someday I want a husband, maybe a little house, kids too. Bay promised to give me all that. He promised to marry me, and now he's trying to weasel out of it. But a promise is a promise. I won't forget that, even if he tries to. Yeah, okay. If he has the guts to come here and face me, I'll talk to him. But I'm not going to let him weasel out of his promise.
Lan, what are you doing here?
I figure we better get all the secrets out, Bay. If Lon's going to marry you, she should know what kind of man you really are.
She said there was something I need to know, Bay. What's going on? What is she talking about? What? Bay, how could you?
I didn't. It's a lie. I haven't spoken to her in years. Not since we were kids.
Don't pretend like you don't remember, Bay. It was summer, and we were sitting on a little raft catching fish. I was upset because Li Shun had called me ugly. I was crying, so you took my hand and said, "I think you're pretty, Eiling. And someday when we're grown up, I'll marry you."
What? But that was years ago. We were kids. We were only 6 years old. You can't hold me to that. Kids say all kinds of things, Eileen. Remember when you took my frog and I called you a bully? You swore you'd never speak to me again. But that same day you gave me the frog back. You said you'd never, ever, ever do anything to make me unhappy. Kids always say things like that. It doesn't mean anything.
It meant something to me, Bay. You were the only boy who didn't tease me, the only one I liked. You promised to marry me, and you're going to keep that promise. Well, yes, I did say that. But that was when we were still friends. Now he pretends like he doesn't even know me. He's changed. Yes, but... well... you're right. I know you're right. Bay's right. We were just kids. I guess I can't hold him to his promise. You win, Lon. Bay is yours.
If I had more, I would gladly give it to you. But my family isn't rich. This dowry is all I have. Please, take it with my thanks.
After all you've done for us, now you are letting Lan keep her dowry as well? Your generosity knows no bounds. I'm overwhelmed.
You've done so much for us, and we've given you so little. Wait, I know. We will name our first child after you to honor your memory.
I'm glad everything worked out for you two, and I'm sorry, babe. I don't know what came over me. When I heard you and Lon were getting married, I just snapped.
It's okay, Eileen. I hope things work out for you.
Come on, Bay. Let's go.
I hope things work out for Bay and Lon. After everything I put them through, they deserve it. I don't know what came over me. It's just... Bay was my last chance to have a family. My only chance to find a husband. When I heard he was engaged, I realized I'd never get out of this life I've created. What respectable man would ever want to marry a girl like me? Even the lummoxes in my gang would only do it because they're afraid of me. This town is short on eligible bachelors as it is. I mean, there are a few guys out there I know of, but none of them would be interested in me. I have a reputation around town, and having my boys beat up Bay didn't help any. Any half-decent man would probably run if they saw me coming. Ha! You really think you can pull this off? Tell you what. You find me a decent husband, and I'll make it worth your while. My, business ventures have been very profitable. But don't think I'm desperate enough to settle for just anyone. I've got my standards. And I'd have to meet him first, of course. Let's see. There's Rue the bosun, but he's nothing but a drunk. My boys have had more than a few run-ins with him over the years. He's definitely out. Schumann the craftsman is single. I don't know him that well, but he seems like a good man. He has a home in the southwest corner of the town. And then there's Yaru. He used to be a sailor traveling the Empire, but now he's looking to settle down. He might be a good catch. Spends most of his time in the tea house. Yeah, right. The pickings in Tien's Landing are mighty slim for a girl like me. But if you find someone, just bring him back so I can meet him. And, well, good luck.
Good, you're here. We can continue where we left off before.
You've got unfinished business with us first.
There are important matters at hand, yet you fellows keep interrupting. I'm surprised you're this eager to get another beating so soon.
This time we brought some friends to even up the odds.
Legendary strike.
You certainly look like Lee's top student, though there's something odd about how you fight. I can't put my finger on it. It doesn't matter. The sailors won't bother us again. We can get back to business. Sun Lee gave me instructions to await you if anything should happen. I have prepared for this day for well over a decade. The full extent of what the glorious strategist knows is beyond my mind to comprehend. He is without peer. All I know is that I had instructions to wait for you. Sun Lee asked me to seek a piece of a special amulet he wanted you, his prized pupil, to have. It was broken apart and scattered when the Spirit Monk Temple fell. He intended to, and I assume he did, give the main piece to you. Rumor placed a smaller part with a fleeing apprentice monk, but it had been some years and the trail was cold. I eventually learned the monk had fled to Old Tien's Landing. He was there a year or so, but died of lingering injuries and was buried with his possessions unsorted. It was rushed at the time because the new dam was due to close and Old Tien's would become a watery tomb. The amulet was beyond reach, so I came here and waited. Now the Lotus assassins have drained the lake and exposed the ruins of Old Tien's Landing. It seems they are searching for this piece of the Spirit Monk amulet too. Yes, Sun Lee intended you to find it. I was to tell you about it if anything happened to him. It was the last order he gave me, and I have waited years to fulfill my duty. Remember, go to the ruins and claim the amulet before the Lotus assassins do. You will need it to survive the trials that lie ahead.
Hello, young one. My name is Quan, but everyone calls me Old Mother Quan. I'd like you to call me that too, okay? Welcome to my tea house. Oh, that's not right. No, not anymore. Sorry about the confusion, dearie. What I meant to say was, welcome to Master Dutong's tea house. Yes, I owned the tea house for many, many years. At least I thought I did. But then Master Dutong came to town with that imperial writ. Oh my, wasn't that a shock? Turns out his family owns this land. They have for hundreds of years. The land is his along with everything on it, so now he owns my tea house too. He was nice enough to let me stay on here as a helper. I steep the tea. Yanwan takes the orders, and Master Dutong, well, he mostly just drinks his wine. Now, why would I do such a thing? I can't even imagine anyone being so horrible they'd forge an imperial writ. No, I'm sure the land belongs to Master Dutong. That is very nice of you, my child, but what could you do? I would love to have my tea house back, but it belongs to Master Dutong now. You can't argue with an imperial writ. All this talk is just the rambling of an old woman. Put it out of your head and enjoy yourself. It may not be mine anymore, but this is still a fine tea house.
If you want tea, have a seat. The serving girl will be by directly if I don't fire her first and use this trash. I should have replaced her the day I took over this tea house. I am 3 Sheets Dutong, proud owner of this quaint little tea house. I recently acquired it from Old Mother Quan, the elderly lady steeping tea over there in the corner. Oh, certainly. The Imperial writ is 400 years old, and I just carry it around with me all the time and show it to complete strangers. Please. The writ is locked safely away, as I old Mother Kwan. I'm not about to bring it out on your request. Now, if you will just leave me to my drinking. What a truly horrible thing to say to me, especially when I'm sober. The very notion that I, Three Sheets Dutong, could do such a thing is, well, it is unthinkable.
You want me to teach this troublemaker a lesson, boss?
Don't be an idiot. You saw what happened in the fight with those sailors. I don't need you lying unconscious on the floor. That's my job. After Steeper Yanru brings me my wine. Your accusations grow tiresome, stranger. You have no proof that I cheated old Mother Kwan, and I don't see any reason to continue our conversation. So thank you, and goodbye. Why do you persist in troubling me? All I want... I'd love to answer your questions, but that would interrupt my drinking. I'm afraid that isn't acceptable. I am Three Sheets Dutong, proud owner of this... Oh, certain.
Oh, of course I do, dearie. It was all I ever had. No children of my own. But it's... That's sweet of you, but there's nothing I could tell you short of how to steep an iced tea. Don't waste your time gabbing with old Mother Kwan. Be sure to have some...
Hello, greetings, welcome. My name is Steeper Yanru, and I'll be... No, that's not right at all. Idiot! I'm Barkeep Yanru now, not Steeper Yanru. I'm sorry about that. I still can't get the hang of this new position. Sometimes I wish old Mother Kwan still owned the tea house so things could go back to the way they were. That Imperial writ has caused us no amount of grief. Mother Kwan lost her tea house, waitress Yanwan is busier than ever, and I spend all day giving out foolish advice. Mother Kwan saw it, though her eyes aren't too good. Most of us didn't bother to give it a look since hardly anyone in the town can read anyway. What? You mean it wasn't real? That means Mother Kwan should still own the tea house. Problem is, Dutong's already shown everyone the writ and now he's got it locked away. If you're right, he'd never bring it out again. There's no way to prove he cheated Mother Kwan. That might work. It would probably help if you get him drunk first. That's something I can help you with. Dutong's always having me send over wine. Usually I mix it with water so he doesn't get too drunk too fast, but I could start sending it to him unmixed. It won't be quite that easy. I've watched Dutong for quite a while, and when he's drinking, he usually goes through 3 stages of drunkenness. Dutong gets very friendly when he starts to drink. You might get a confession out of him then, but I doubt it. He's not really all that drunk at that stage. Usually after about 7 bowls, he slips into depression and sorrow. He complains about how his life is worthless and what a bad and sinful man he is. Not a pretty sight. By the 9th glass, he starts to get paranoid. You can't really talk to him then. Usually around that time, I try to slip a restorative potion into his glass to sober him up. The restorative tastes pretty foul, but it does the job. Works instantly and makes a man sober as an imperial judge. Dutong's guard keeps a vial handy at all times, just in case. The guard gave me a few vials so I could slip them into Dutong's wine when he starts to get paranoid. Keeps him from getting out of hand. No problem. We have 2 sorts of wine here. Peasant's wine and Imperial seasoned spirits. The peasant's wine is pretty weak, but that's usually what Dutong drinks. The Imperial seasoned spirits are a lot stronger. 1 bowl of that is worth 3 bowls of peasant's wine. And if Dutong gets too drunk, I have the restorative to sober him up. One drink for Master Tutong coming up. Anything else I can do for you? One drink for Master Tutong coming up. Anything else I can do for you? Good, good. Go speak to Tutong. If he's not drunk enough, or if he's too we'll get him to admit he's a cheat and a sneak. Then old Mother Quan will be back in charge, and I won't ever have to give out another bit of bad advice.
Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Master Dutong's tea house. What can I do for you, my friend? The writ? Why waste time on such a dry and boring subject, my friend? Can't you see the drink is flowing? Look at how busy my tea house is. Isn't it glorious? Put the writ out of your mind and join the party. Mingle. Enjoy yourself. Everybody should have a good time at Master Dutong's tea house.
You should speak to Dutong. See if you can get him to confess to cheating old Mother Quan out of this tea house. No problem. One drink for Master Tutong coming up. Anything else I can do for you? Good, good.
What do you want? You come to mock me? Come to laugh at the tragedy that is the life of Three Sheep Soup? No, not the writ. Let's not talk about that. It's my secret shame. The thought of that writ brings tears to my eyes. It tears at my poor, miserable soul. Yeah, you're a good friend. I could trust you. You'll understand. Oh, I'm a despicable person. A bad, bad man. The writ, it's a fake. A forgery. I made it all up!
Buzz, what are you saying? I better sober you up.
Oh, I hate that restorative potion. Oh, that stuff tastes like vomit baked in a glaze of goat hair and garnished with a sprinkling of horse dung. And now I have the strangest memory, as if I... Oh no. Did I say anything to you, stranger? Anything about, oh, I don't know, an imperial writ?
I heard what you said, Dutong. I knew you cheated Mother Quan out of this place, and now we have proof. You can't get out of this now.
Ah, I see what you're after. Oh yes, Three Sheets Dutong was not born yesterday, or the day before that. Indeed, we are speaking the language of commerce. I will give you a great deal of silver to keep this little secret from getting out. Lots of silver for both of you, if you keep quiet about this.
I don't know, Dutong. I could really use the silver, but Mother Quan is such a nice old lady, I'm just not sure what to do. Right, of course. What was I thinking? Old Mother Quan's a good woman. She deserves to have her tea house back.
Boss, people aren't gonna like us when they find out what you did. Maybe we should get out of here.
That's the smartest thing you've said since I hired you. Let's go.
Well done. It'll be nice to have old Mother back in charge again. You should tell Mother Quan she got her tea house back. Now things can go back to the way they were.
Hello again, dearie. I hope you're having a nice time here in in Master Dutong's tea house. A forgery, are you certain? That scoundrel! No wonder he left here so fast. Cheating an old woman out of her hard-earned living. The very nerve. People, listen to me. Master Dutong has left. This brave young lady exposed him for the fraud that he was. The tea house is mine again.
Hooray for Mother Quan! Her tea house is back in business.
You've given me back the only thing I ever cared about, and And you've done a service for this town, too. I'm going to turn this place back into a respectable quality tea house. I don't have much. The only reward I can offer is my humble thanks. That and a promise that you will always be welcome here at Old Mother Kwan's.
Praise the Emperor! Old Mother Kwan is back in charge, and I'm back steeping tea where I belong. No more giving out bad advice for me.
It's good to have things back the way they were. Mother Kwan is a much better owner than Dutong.
I've heard pirates are raiding the outlying villages. I wonder if they'll attack Tian's landing.
I may be drunk, but that doesn't mean I am a drunk, because I'm not. Well, just a little bit. But I'm brave, too. I'm going to go close the Great Dam and save the town. I'll be a hero. That'll show them. Well, that'll show them all. I just need another drink to get my courage up. Wine! Someone bring me more wine!
You've been saying that for 3 days, Rue. Minister Sheng's already looking for other people to close the dam, and you'll look a fool after all your boasts. Things are so much better now. Only Old Mother knows how to run this place right.
Can't you just leave an old man in peace? I'm nobody important. Nobody at all. And I have nothing to say to you. Sorry doesn't count for much. Sorry can't erase our mistakes. Sorry can't change the past. Nothing. It's not important. Not anymore. Just leave me alone.
Wosansiato no go boko. Wokukethita sumpono, sukokot awokatia, wonofatasea. Niwupa ia kupusa ia elwath kraka ia nano uksaro isowak mikano wo napiat shatia uko. Piat shatia kraka ia nano uksaro wonofatasea. Ika kahia wo no ka kihia ia wo shathia oka uki ia aya yulia wai. Wo so awi ia ni tu wo uksumpuno. Piat shathia kraka ia nano uksaro wo no fatasi. Wasrafno sositu no ko ota napia ifa ia ok. Kutkosi viva ia, wonokia ifabuia o ka wikino. Wonoa ia sususatia son sifonia sonsi ifo. Niwupa ia kupusa ia elwath kraka ia nano uksaro isowak mikano wo napia shatia uko. Wonoa ia sususatia son sifonia sonsi ifo. Wokukehita sumpono, satwa kawi piat shatia kraka ia na noko wo ifo ia o one wipifia. Awa kutkua wo kokopia kawa ia wasrafno sositu noko ota napia ifa. Wo kukehita sumpono, sukokot awokatia wo nofata. Niwu sosawa ea wak tasi no ni nano yoka napia ifa ya ok. Kutkosi wiwa ya wo nova ya ifa wiya oka wikino. Tofara ya wo sa ya wo koko kapikita wo sa ya sawa. Oknikofia apania sasa tatasi no ni nano yok yowia sonsi ya wo yowia. Piershat uk ni uksa ia sun puno kanhun wo ushashia uksa hiaka. Wo kupketita sun puno, sukokot awokatia, wo nofatasia. Ya, wo ya kukwania sinya ia. Ikakahia wo nokakika ia, wo shathia oka uki ia ayayuya wai. Niwu sosawa ea wak tasi no ni nano yoka napia. Noka wo ifawia ok kun one wipifia. Woso awi ni tu uksumpuno. Utatsa ya oka yawe ya fonia sisa ya rusta pafawe ya towia.
Leave Zhang alone!
Zhang, you can't stay up here forever. This isn't your home. You need to come back with me to the farm.
No! Zhang not want to go home. Zhang doesn't want to see Ox.
It wasn't your fault. It was an accident. I need you back at the farm. Now let's go, Zhang.
No! Leave Zhang alone, or Zhang get angry and smash things!
No, please don't, Zhang. I'll just go over here and leave you alone. What? Oh, hello there. Don't let Zhang bother you. He's really quite harmless. He's just a little upset right now. Zhang does not belong to me. He works for me of his own free will. I am Dongping, Zhang's employer. Zhang works on my farm, but the other day he accidentally killed one of my oxen, and since then he has refused to come back. Some of the patrons here are unnerved by his size. I'm worried that if he doesn't leave with me soon, the owners may take matters into their own hands. If he gets hurt, or worse, I'll be ruined. I can't run the farm without him. But I don't know what else to do. He won't listen to me. You will? I must warn you. Zhang is very strong-willed and very strong. I am grateful for your help, but please, be careful. Zhang the ox carrier came by his name honestly. I would hate to see him hurt you, or anybody else for that matter. Speak softly to him, and you should be okay.
Go away! Zhang not want to speak to you. Zhang kill ox. Zhang too strong, too rough with ox. Zhang not want to hurt ox. Zhang only playing. Now Zhang cries for ox. Ox like to play with Zhang. Ox like it when Zhang throw her in the air and catch her. Zhang missed. Zhang dropped Ox on her head. Ox is dead. Ox was Zhang's friend. Zhang killed a friend and now Zhang is bad. Master have other ox. Master won't starve. Master better off without Zhang. Zhang is lonely. Ox must be lonely too. Maybe Ox will forgive Zhang and we be friends again. I will go and see.
You have been nice to Zhang. Zhang liked you. Zhang hope you have good day.
Thank you so much. I was at my wit's end. You've done me a great service today. Come, Zhang. Let's go home.
Zhang coming. Zhang go home now.
Thank you for convincing that poor ogre to leave. Such a sad story, really. He certainly seemed harmless enough, but the customers were leery of him. Here, this is a little something to thank you for your help.
Do you mind? I'm in no mood for company. I confess that I am eager to find a woman of genuine intellect and class. However, I have long given up hope of finding such a bride in this all-too-provincial town. Ai Ling? Surely you jest. The infamy of that woman's gang leads me to believe she is barely above a beast, though I hear she is fair to gaze upon. A match for me? I would be offended were the suggestion not so ludicrous as to be completely dismissible. Ai Ling is no match for me. I admit I am quite capable of bringing culture even to one such as her. And she is a stunning physical specimen. Perhaps you are right. It could be a worthy challenge to try and effect the grand metamorphosis on this ugly caterpillar. My reward may well be a gorgeous butterfly. Very well. I consent to a meeting with Ai Ling herself. Take me to her, that we may move events to their ultimate conclusion. Greetings, fair maiden. I see accounts of your physical beauty are quite accurate. I only hope the less flattering traits attributed to you are less so.
You sure like to use big words, don't you? You trying to make me feel stupid or something?
Precisely. My copious vocabulary and cunning linguistics are ample evidence of my superior intellect.
Or maybe you use big words to compensate for a little something lacking below the belt.
Are you under the erroneous belief that impugning my manhood will somehow entice me into a proposal? Yes, she has a lot to learn, but culture, class, and training will bring even this ornery dog to the heel.
Bring me to a heel? How about I bury the heel of my boot into that soft skull of your swollen head, you arrogant pig?
You wouldn't. I don't. I mean...
Huh. That didn't go well, did it? Look, if you want to collect that silver, I promise you, you're going to have to come up with someone better than that.